Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Today, for the late night show interview, we have got a very special guest. It's none other than our Student Council President, Pratyush Giri. Hey, Pratyush, it's a pleasure having you here.
Hey Nikhil, pleasure
So,
is all mine.
for the next 5 minutes or so, we'll be taking you down the memory lane. So, are you ready? Shall we get right into it?
Yeah, super excited.
All right. So, you being the student council president and, having taken up the post of NG treasurer last year, you must have had quite a crazy college experience. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being you couldn't care less and 10 being you're absolutely psyched, how excited are you about leaving college?
It would be, 10 because I'm not really excited about leaving the college, and I'm not sure how are my feelings right now. Like it's mixed. This year had been extremely tense, tiring, and at the same time exciting. So I'm not sure if I'm happy that it is ending, or I'm sad that I won't be able to experience all this again. So yeah, feelings are mixed. I really can't say how will it be. It's just like for the time to tell.
All right. So, in the past 4 years of your college life, assuming you've only been here for 4 years, which was perhaps the most exciting year in the past 4 years?
Okay, so yeah, this is something which I have been telling a lot of people. For me, my first year and my final year had been years which I will probably never forget in my life, because the first year has shaped me as a person once I have come to college, and final year, much because of the position which I was holding as the president. So first year was something wherein I had done probably everything. I was focused on academics, so I was able to get a branch change. I had a decent pointer. I did around 7 internships in marketing, and that is when I realized that marketing and management is something which I really like. And at the same time, I was already involved in politics. I was already a part of Baha. So first year was something which was making a playground for me, a place wherein I had learned a lot. I tried things. I tried things on coding. I tried things on IT sector as well, realizing that is something which is not meant for me. And then while I came to final year, that was totally about presidency. Something which I generally would like to tell everyone, that it's lifelong of experience in 1 year for me as a president. So these 2 years exclusively are the years which I will never forget. They have been crazy years, and they had made me learn a lot of things.
That seems quite interesting. So, speaking of first year, when you first came into college, what was perhaps the craziest review you've ever heard about NITK that definitely was not true about the college?
Okay, to be honest, I really didn't know what is an ITK, because I was all like all these people who were studying in Kota, all only dreaming about going into one of the IITs. And somehow I realized that I could not really score well for an IIT, and landed up getting mining in NITK. So I had to actually figure out where is NITK in the map, because yes, that doubt that Suratkal is in Gujarat, because it's not, it's Suratkal and Surat, something which is very similar. So that was my doubt as well. So I really I don't know, I was very excited that I got this college. At the same time, I was not really sure that okay, I had dropped 1 year as well. So I was not really sure that even after a year drop, is NIT something
Worth
which I
it,
would you wanted. So I could not really read a lot, and could not, or rather, did not read a lot about it. I was like, okay, whatever it is, let it be a fresh, experience. Let it be an experience for myself to experience. So yeah, whatever came through to me in NITK was totally afresh.
All right. So, coming into the campus, when you first took a look at the hostels, what was your reaction?
Okay, so hostels was something which was not very pleasing at the very first moment. Especially I was in second block. Second block wasn't really bad, but when we went to hostel office for seventh block, it was very dingy, gloomy, and it looked little not so pleasing, as I said. But so my hostel experience perhaps was better than my ATV experience, which is LHCA now, because that was a class where I remember going and there was a date written on the blackboard which was 1 year. In past of the date I was sitting. So I was like, okay, this block has not been used since 1 year. The benches are crazy. They were some wood wrought iron benches. There was date. I remember seeing one of the date inscribed as some 90s or something. I don't remember. So I was like, okay, these are sold. So after going from LHCA or ATB to my hostel was a better experience. Yeah, but not that pleasing as well.
All right. So if the hostels were featured on Airbnb, how would you advertise them?
Okay, so this is a tough question. I would rather say, sasta and tikau.
All right. Okay, so what are the top 3 things you're definitely not going to miss about college?
Not gonna miss about the college. A cliche answer would be mess food. And I would not rather, probably I will never miss one thing is studying in college, because that is something which I didn't really do much after my first year. So if you call me a mechanical engineer, it's highly doubtful that I have any mechanical engineer skills. So that would be one more thing. And yeah, I would never miss my room, because room is a place where I had never been. I could not stay in my, especially in my first
place.
Yeah, I would remember all these galiyan of colleges, but not my room.
All right. What are the top 3 things you definitely will miss about college?
So if you would have asked me, probably not as in president, there would be 3 things. But as a president, I would probably, last 1 year had been plethora of experiences which has come to me, and that would make me miss every single thing. So the other day, just after the elections, the new council was elected, and I had gone to hostel office for some work, and me struggling to understand the people talking in Kannada and then trying to comprehend what they're speaking and then coming up with answers, that was one of the things which that the feeling hit me then, that, oh, I'm going to miss this. I'm totally going to miss this. My total efforts in which I had put in understanding the language and then working out. And that experience was really nice. When you are in person to somebody, you can probably, through your gestures make him or her understand something. But I have spoken to people on phone. They are not able to understand my language. I'm not able to understand. But at the end of the day, the things are done. So this is one thing I will pakka going to miss, that struggle to get things done, even if it's not in the most conducive environment, but that experience is great. And probably everything else would be there, but this was one thing which I could remember. So top 1.
All right. 2 more things maybe?
President and president.
All right. So, in the past 4 years you've been here, which was the coolest NC you were a part of?
Coolest NC? Okay. So, as a president, this is a very difficult question for me to answer. But I can answer it in a way that my first year NC was very beautiful because I was part of it.
Okay, you were part of
so
it. Okay.
I remember going to city center and talking to many food courts and telling them we have 40,000 footfall, please come to us. And all that marketing, food marketing. So I remember doing that. So I had contributed the most for an NC in my first year, running around in that heat. So I would like to say that, that NC would be something which I will remember.
Okay. I want you to now name a prof that you would repeat an entire semester for. And I want you to tell us why.
Okay. Okay, so this takes me back to my first year. We had a prof named AKM. I'm not sure the full form. It was Ajit sir, but we fondly called him AKM. He used to teach us physics. And I don't know why, but that was like that. Physics was something which everybody was dreaded of. Everybody had trouble in, and me and my roommates, we all three were from S10, and we had done lot of. We have put a lot of efforts in physics because of AKM sir. So he is somebody who would be one of my best professors here, and I would probably repeat a whole semester or a year being taught by him.
All right. So kiss, marry, kill. Nihal
Okay.
Shetty,
Nihal Shetty.
Salman Shah, Piyush Bansal.
Okay. Kiss, marry, and kill. Okay. Nihal Shetty, Piyush Bansal. Okay, so I probably have to kiss Nihal as now he is the new president. So
Oh.
I will have to be in his good books. I'm not sure if he would want me to kiss him, but yeah, that is a gesture from my side, from a president to another president. And then kill definitely Salman, because he knows that I will want to kill him. So he knows the reasons for it. And okay, marry Piyush, because Piyush and I have worked so much together that probably marrying would be a good option.
Okay, that can be interpreted in multiple ways, but moving on. All right. So, if you wrote a book on your college life, what would the title of the book be?
Okay, so this is the second time I have been asked this question, and the very first time I could not really answer. And the person who asked me, Vivek Khedkar, he was interviewing me for Humans of NITK,
Okay.
and he had asked me the same question, and I could not really answer, and he only gave me the answer. So I will explain you in a brief what he meant. So he and I were not in very much of talking terms, but we knew kind of each other as acquaintance, and he had seen me taking a lot of things on my plate, like doing every random thing, as I told in like my previous answers. In my first years, I was doing all that thing, and that is something which I have been doing. But what he liked about me was the fact that I would be able to do justice to all that I have taken on my plate. So he came up with a phrase or a title saying, "Owning a Plateful." So I really liked it. It was something which was my college experience. Always I had a lot of things in my hands every time. But the fact that people felt that I did justice to it did make me feel very happy. So owning a plateful would be something which I would make my title as for my book.
All right. Okay. So, moving on to our last question for this segment. Do you have any gyan for your juniors?
Okay, so those who know me and those who have talked to me personally, they will know that when I start giving gyan, I don't really
It's
stop.
gonna take a while.
So I'm a person who likes to give gyan a lot. So that is in my nature. So I would definitely take this opportunity to give gyan to mass audience together. Okay, so I will not take a lot of time, but something which I was telling others as well, I would like to repeat here. In my 4 years, I had considered these 4 years as a playground for me to explore immense opportunities which came to my way. So the college life, the stakes are very low, and the opportunities are tremendous. There are so many things you can work out, so many ways you can try to seek what is your passion actually. So something which I would want to advise is that never miss this opportunity. In these 4 years, try to find out. It will be a little ironic that you have come to an engineering college and then you're trying to figure out what you want to do in life, but probably that has become the case now. So be an engineer side by side, but try to really find out in these 4 years that what you really are wanting, and try your hands at everything, because prioritizing is something which will eventually has to be done. It has to come to you with time. But if you are able to prioritize things based on what you don't really like, just leave what you have not been liking because you have experienced probably all the things possible, then that gives you a better sense of judgment. You can choose what was exactly right for you and what was not. So that is something which I would like to tell. Explore as many things in these 4 years. And one last thing, never regret. So I always tell people that don't work so much that you regret that you didn't really have a lot of fun, and don't have so much fun that you regret that you didn't work. Always strike that balance. Always strike that balance between work and fun, and make the best out of these 4 years. That would be my short gyan. For more gyan, you can contact me at 8699734101.
Pratyush Giri. Okay, thanks a lot, Pratyush. Being a busy man, I mean, maybe now not so much anymore. But
That did hurt.
but thanks a lot for making it here. We are very grateful for your time, and all the best for your future endeavor.
Thank you so much. It was great to be part of this show. It's a great idea to come up with, and I was looking forward for it. And after this experience, I am really, really happy that I could be part of it.